makes me feel like I'm in another world, another state. I just look at the mural on the wall. It's kind of beautiful and kind of tacky. It's fantastic. The people who come into this place after the bars close are some of the most hilarious people you'll ever see, too. I've been told stories of a man throwing a brick through the front window and being chased down and beaten. I've been in here when waitresses were cursing out the patrons as they cursed them out back.
Oh, good fun.
It's really like coming to Alabama. Yeah, and they were having a good time cussing at each other. And it was entertaining to me.
What sets it apart though from the other restaurants in the region?
Yeah, it's got character.
The character?
Yeah.
Say then the prices.
Yeah, yes, it's cheap.
It's more affordable than anything.
What's the first thing you could recall eating here?
I don't know. I remember when I first came here, I didn't have enough money to eat, so I'd just get coffee.
How can you not have enough money to eat here?
You know how poor it was? I'd be scrounging quarters. I'd be borrowing quarters. Like, I have enough money for coffee, but not tip.
When would you say that the Hessville Family Restaurant started, like, overcoming, like, Commander and stuff like that? Because you were a pretty big Commander fan, weren't you?
Yeah, see, the Commander's not open all night, and we couldn't afford to eat at round the clock. Occasionally afford to eat here, so I guess Paul and Tammy had the house in Hammond.
Yeah,
it was the first time I came here. Yeah, the first thing I had was French toast, actually. But anyways, that's when we started coming here. And then, you know, late night places, you only got a couple options. You got, you know, round the clock, Purple Stair, Top Notch, round the clock closed.
How many weekends in a row did we try to come here on Sunday?
Night, yeah.
Probably like 5 weekends in a row, and they're closed on Sunday.
Night, yeah. You get that every week.
It happened every week, though, regardless.
Yeah, living in Hammond helped too. That made me want to come here more.
Now, Josh, I guess I'm gonna ask this one for you, just because you seem like you have some insight on it. Do you think that the people that come here, possibly the people here right now, have any idea what this place is?
Do you mean like
Yeah, totally.
See, the strange thing about Alabama,
I can't say it too loud.
yeah, I'm afraid, is that I've heard that name come from so many different people who are unrelated to the origin of the name. It's like, but it had, yeah, but I think somehow it linked, because I know people.
It's spread, yeah, like wildfire.
In other social groups that refer to this place as Alabama.
It's getting a little lukewarm. I can't hang with that.
Thank you.
But yes, in the flesh, 2008 now. Here in the flesh at the Hessville Family Restaurant. Now, Josh just mentioned a very, very, very potent thing about this place, the issue of Alabama. Now, my question is are the waitresses aware that this place is, in fact, also known as Alabama? And if they do, is it derogatory? Are they insulted? I mean...
Yeah, that's a good question.
It is.
I think... I know there was a point where somebody called it the Alabama while the waitress was standing there. And I was like, hey, they don't know we called it. But it doesn't necessarily mean that's true, though. And, yeah, I can see that it could be taken as a derogatory thing, but really it's just something that was passed on.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't really know its origins. No one does.
I wouldn't be surprised though if some of the staff is actually from Alabama.
Yeah, it's very possible.
I mean, it's possible. I've never heard of them. They don't have accents like they're from the South.
No.
I don't, who knows? It's not like Alabama's, What are you trying to say about Alabama?
We're very,
I like it, obviously.
But yeah, we're here. You know, it's interesting. I like to have a little bit more Bama All-Stars here, but, what could we do? We needed to have Tony McCauley here in the flesh for the first time.
Yeah.
McCullough's presence is always missing. Mark wasn't here for the first time, but it's okay. He had a great story the second time. And I guess this place is just filled with characters, like that table over there. I mean, It'd be great. Okay, let me tell you guys my dream to come here. We need to keep doing more of these. We need to get more interviews with like patrons, employees. Well, what I really like to do is just kind of like come in and present, you know, like maybe wear a suit, you know, have a little microphone, just walk up to tables and just be like, you know, how do you feel about the Hessville Family Restaurant?
It should be like a reality TV show.
I don't know about reality TV. It's okay, Tony. We're talking about an idea for almost like a Twilight Zone parody featuring Tony McCullough, and I think it should be set in the Hessville Family Restaurant, where the concept is, in fact, Tony McCullough is here eating. He doesn't have enough money to cover his bill, so he has to work here.
That's an interesting idea. I don't know. I've never really waited tables before.
Never.
No. I mean, I guess I've brought food to people at the table at my parents' house before.
And you delivered papers.
Yes, I did deliver papers.
Papers aren't so different.
And that stopped me from going to sleepovers a lot in high school, which was annoying because I always had to get up and do my paper out no matter how drunk I got.
Yeah, but what about your brothers? Couldn't they have picked up that?
It was like 2 paper outs, so really I did one side of the street, my brother did the other. For one person to do all those papers before 7:30, I believe, was the time they were supposed to be out, would just be a little much. Not be fair to them.
You ever just not do it?
No, can't say I have.
Yeah, he wasn't dealing the Calumet Press there. Okay. Now, how do you feel about your meal tonight? Would you have like a turkey melt, something like that?
Turkey cheesehead.
Okay.
And that is my favorite item on the menu, most definitely. It's grilled cheese, put a little turkey in the middle, and a couple slices of bacon. It's the best meal for the price you're going to get.
Okay, well, ladies and gentlemen, we have the introduction of Tony Mac as the forerunner. I didn't get that, Mark. I got that. But, you know, Mark, Mr.
He's on here now.
Yes, Mr. Mark Quaglier. Here. Now, okay, let's talk Mark Quaglier, our Twilight Zone episode. Now, Tony kind of briefly hinted at the idea that it's kind of nightmarish. You come here on Sundays, you're duped into thinking, man, open all the time. You come here on a Sunday, and it's just a kick in the balls. But say it's Mark Quaglier starring Twilight Zone type of thing.
Okay.
You come in the parking lot,
Yeah.
and the place is just gone.
And it's not here?
No, it's missing.
And what if he came on a Sunday and it was actually open?
Yeah, that's what I thought you were going to say.
Yeah.
No.
That seems like a better idea.
No, what about the idea that it's just not here and just vanished and nobody knows what you're talking
I mean,
about?
that'd be hard to film, but I think my reaction would be pretty. I mean, it'd just be an episode of me being on the phone with people, going, "Dude, I'm at the Alabama, and it's not here."
Yeah, but you could try and go upstairs. I mean, it's not that the building's not here. It's just that you look in the window and you don't have, you know.
And okay, I thought you meant the building disappeared.
No.
Shell of itself.
It is very much a shell of itself.
I would weep openly.
Josh, Twilight Zone, Alabama type episode is he's sitting here one night down his luck. He's got a teardrop falling into the coffee cup, coffee mug, and one of the waitresses comes up and goes, "Josh, listen, my granddaughter is having a high school dance and she is a date. You know, you're sitting here crying over a broken heart. Why don't you take my granddaughter to the dance?"
How do you respond to that?
If it didn't cost me, I'd probably do it. If anything else to do, then why not? Right?
Okay, but what about after, like, the coda of the evening is you have to come here?
Maybe I'd ask her to show me like a picture first. I mean, well, that's kind of superficial. Well, whatever. Yeah, I'd ask her to show me a picture. And then afterward, come here.
Yeah.
That would be ideal.
It's like you come here.
Like a perfect
you
date
come
right
here
there.
for like the after party. Like everyone has their little feast here, and then it's like, oh hey, we're going to the party upstairs.
I couldn't ask for any more. Anything more.
Okay.